All right, Shalom. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Shemal Shai by Shemukakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Salakia. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Right, man. So, we know the terror of the Lord, how he's finna destroy America and all the plagues and chaos that he's finna bring upon this place. But this is the word persuade. Persuade is a verb, lead to the opinion or conclusion that make one believe or think, successfully urge the acceptance or practice of. 15 tens from French persuader, from Latin persuader, to bring over by talking, from as prevail upon, as by demonstration, arguments, etc. Right, so when we out there in the highways and byways, that's what we doing, man. We're trying to persuade men to come into the truth, because we know that what's coming, is finna be pure terror. You thought you was going through hell right now, when all hell really break loose, when the money system crash, when all the ethnic tensions turn deadly for everybody, then it's gonna be too late. Then you're gonna wish you would have came over. You're gonna be crying and all this extra stuff all the time until your death, man. Catching plagues and stuff, man. Women gonna be getting raped, children gonna be getting raped, men gonna be getting raped, etc., man. So that's part of the terror of the Lord. So in order for you not to, have to go through that and die by it, because the prophets gonna go through a lot of this stuff, but they're not gonna go through a lot of stuff that Jake gonna go through, man. The prophets really gonna be kind of gonna be straight, but still going through it, man, so to speak, man. But let me read it again. 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Right, so we know that all this is going on, and we trying to persuade the rest of Israel that this is coming and to save themselves from it. But only the elect gonna listen. It says, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. Right, man, because we out there doing the work, man, and the Lord watching us, man. And these videos and the prophets are out there, man. And it's ultimately going to be up to the Lord if you listening or not. But we was out there letting everybody know for a reason, man. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. Right, so, we getting everything that we speaking on, we outside of putting these videos up from the scriptures, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, the Bible. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right, so we're not worried about nobody's imagination or what they said they're going to do to us. Or incredulity means their unbelief, For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right, man? And that's part of the fight, man. People not believing and saying they're going to do something to you, man. But eventually it's going to lead to their death. So verse 5, it says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right, man? So if this all that can be expected from this place, then it'd be best for you to be out there on the highways and byways, man, doing the work, man. Or if you in the faith, to continue in the faith and not to turn back, man, because the Lord not dealing with nobody that turn back. So give me 1 second. Luke chapter 9, verse 62, it says, And Yahushua said unto him, No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahushua. Right, man? So you can't come in the truth and look back, man. You got to stay on fire. You got to stay increasing and growing all the way into the end, man. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5 again, it says, or 4, I'm going to start at verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right, so if you come in and then you leave back out, you really didn't believe, man. You know, verse 5, it says, Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see all that's going on right now, and Esau's ushering in the famine more and more each day in America, man. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Right, and the Lord said once this whole America turned into Sodom again, then he was going to destroy it. Sodom was left for an example. You know, so that's how you know the destruction is coming, man. It says, For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So right, man, so y'all done, you know, just about all that y'all can do, man. You know, it's everything is really kind of wrapping up. Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. Is it 850? Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50, it says, For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And a part of that LGBT movement is pride parade. Part of America's slogan, or, you know, saying is the pride of America, whatever you call it, however you say it. You know, and pride, the Lord not dealing with nobody in their pride, man. When you come in this truth and you walk out, you walking out in your pride, and you know, and all it is temptation, man. All it is temptation. You got to stay on fire in this truth, man. Sirach chapter 2 verse 1, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right, man? So when you come in this truth, you have to prepare yourself for temptation, right? You have to prepare your mind for the temptation, man. Whether losing family, being tempted to do niggerish things, you know, go back into the world, you have to prepare yourself for things like that. But in order to prepare yourself, you have to put on the whole armor. You have our Shema Rashai, because those are spiritual working against, man, fighting against, man. And the only thing that can fight against them spirits is the word. Slacky, forgive me. I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to go. This is James chapter 1 verse 12. It says, Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Right, so you have to endure the temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right, so you're ultimately going to receive the crown and become a king on the first go round in the kingdom of heaven, man, if you endure the temptation. We still got the hour of temptation coming, which is when they issue out the MOTB, you know. And you don't want to, that's why you don't want to not be on fire, man. You want to be hot. Because the only thing that's going to help you in this truth or defend you is the Lord, but through his word only. James 1:13, Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh Shai, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then When lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So this temptation can cause you to commit adultery. The temptation can cause you to leave the truth. Or every time it's time to go on the highways and byways, you make an excuse. You go to work, whatever the case may be, which can lead to your death, man. 16, it says, do not err, my beloved brethren. Right, man? So you want to stay on fire in this truth, man. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? So if you're doing this right now, and you building your faith and building your spirit up, when the time comes from the hour of temptation, when they pass out the MOTB, the Lord gonna protect you, man. You just gotta keep dependent and thinking and acting out on His word, man. And it seems like it's an easy thing, but it's all up to Yahweh Shai, man. You have to be of the elect, man, because you can want to do it. Like the scripture say, many men have tried to get this truth. Many men in this world have tried to get this truth. People that got money been trying to get this truth, and want to make it to the kingdom of heaven, but they weren't chosen. It's all up to Yahweh Shema Shai, because if everybody knew the truth, they would actually follow the truth. We wouldn't be going through what we're going through, man, if everybody knew the truth, This Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles, the tricks of the devil. Right? So, in the truth, you have to constantly grow. And the apostles and the brothers and the scriptures not telling you that you have to constantly grow for no reason. Everything in this world is changing. More wickedness is being done. More philosophies are coming out, technology, etc. Everything is still evolving, so to speak. There's always something new coming out that you have to be up on. It's like you got to be up on game type situation. So you have to always grow with what's going on, man. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay in the same spot. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, the elites, the Rothschild families, man. Because they're the top family. Then you got the 13, they call them, another name is the 13 Illuminati bloodlines. There's other bloodlines that come up under the Rothschilds, but they all indulge in witchcraft and wickedness and want to keep Israel down, because the fight is mainly right now against Israel and Esau, and they doing it spiritually. They fighting this fight spiritually. So you can't fight the same fight. You can't fight against them carnally. You got to fight against them spiritually. They using spirits and demons, the unseen world. You have to do the same thing on the right hand side, man. Ephesians 6 and 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole arm of Yahweh Shema Shai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. That's the evil day is coming, man. We're living in the last evil days, but it's only finna get evil. It's finna get worse, man. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth from the Bible, through the apostles, Apostle Tahar, the elders of GMS on down, and the brothers in GMS, and then those that are following the same doctrine as GMS, man. Verse 14, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace between you and Yahweh Shema Shai, man. The peace is between you and Yahweh Shema Shai, because this place is finna be destroyed. It's finna be all type of hell and chaos to come upon this place because of the wickedness, and you want to be protected through all that chaos and hell, and then delivered when the nuclear missiles hit this place, man. It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. So you have to have faith, man. To quench, meaning to put out all the fiery darts of the wicked, because you being shot at. Satan is targeting you. And take on the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. So you always have to stay in the Spirit. You always have to stay grounded. You know, you're not gonna be perfect, but you have to work to perfection, man. Especially now, the Lord wants brothers to be even more perfect now, especially if you've been in it for a while, because you have to continuously grow, and the same sins and BS that you was on from when you was coming in, and your trials and your temptations is supposed to have been purging you from that old man and making you a new man. So a lot of stuff that you was doing when you first came in, you shouldn't be doing now that you in, or been in for a while. It says, verse 18, praying always with all power and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. It says, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds. Because it's like, how you say it, man? I lost my train of thought, but we in this thing, and it's like we are in bonds into it, man. It's for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And that all comes through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, we supposed to be doing this work, you know. Ezekiel chapter 33 verse 1, it says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, right? If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right? So even though we out there, while we out there doing the truth and we putting the videos up, if Jake them don't take heed, then that's on them. We did our job. We warned them. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right, man. So once you warn, you only gotta warn your people one time. Eventually, you mean a lot. And this truth, you got family that learn. They're gonna be learn slow bellies, and they're gonna be getting it when the Lord wants them to get it. You always gotta be humble and opt to teach. But once you done told them, you don't have to continuously go back and to tell them, because you're gonna cause yourself problems. That's basically like, after you done told them, blood off your hands, you continuously move. You don't have to have them around you to where they cause you problems and be more burdens onto you, man. Because this fight, you have to build your relationship with the Lord so you can get up out of here, man. You ain't got to be holding hands with nobody, worried about nobody. Once you done told them, just keep moving, bro. Keep moving, go about your business. You don't even have to be around these people after you done told them, because you don't need no more BS in your life. None of that. You just want complete focus. Verse 5, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood should be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right, so if you take warning, you take heed to the truth, a brother bring you the truth, and you listening to the gospel, and you build yourself in the spirit, and then you eventually start acting it out, then you're going to be delivered if you're of the elect, man. Verse 6, it says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and that even means if you out there and you're not telling the truth, man, you're not really blowing the trumpet, because you have to tell all the truth. And the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Right, so you have to be all the way on point, because if you out there and you teaching the wrong doctrine, and you teach the wrong doctrine of sincerity, you're going to be destroyed. If you out there teaching the wrong doctrine on purpose, you're going to be destroyed, man, because you're not really warning the people, man. You're only giving them half truth. You have to give the people the whole truth that was given. You know, that's why you got to listen to the apostles, you know, the elders of GMS, man. Ezekiel 33:7, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, the wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Right, man? So you have to tell the truth all the way, man. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live? Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel? And this is only for the Israelites, it's not for nobody else, man. And the law is not done away with. That's why it's steady said iniquity, sin, wickedness, because if there was no law, then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But the law is what establishes iniquity, etc. Verse 12, it says, therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness, neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. Right, man? So it's gonna be it's always a continual fight, and it's always gonna be a thing of being in the spirit, man. Because if you turn away from the truth, you're going back into sin, you know. So that's you turning from your righteousness, and you know, they just said it. I ain't gotta say nothing else. But you know, with that being said, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honor to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.